Welcome to the vlog. We are currently in Bali, as you saw in the last video, and we have a small one-bedroom villa here, and today we have to pick up some stuff before we give you our final thoughts about Jakarta and what to do and what not to do.
At our laundry where we always bring our clothes to wash, and they also dry and fold it, so that's very nice. It's also pretty cheap, so we're paying 7,000 rupiah per kilogram, and it only takes 4 hours for them to dry it, and it also smells good because they put a lot of perfume in it. So we're gonna go inside now. Super cheap and super nice. They're very friendly, and yeah, it always does the job.
So the second thing we needed to get is I got like a shoulder bag, but the zipper broke real quick, so I had to get it to a tailor and get it fixed.
Okay guys, so now we arrived in this beautiful spot in the nature here in Canggu, which is not quite open in Canggu actually, but this is a really nice spot to also go running, and we sometimes like to sit here and just talk. So now we're going to talk to you guys about Jakarta and how we liked it, and just give a little review on our time in Jakarta. So first of all, when we looked up Jakarta for the very first time, we definitely saw that there aren't many reviews on Jakarta. There weren't any videos, there weren't any blogs, you know. It was very unexplored, and not many travelers ever came to Jakarta. That's at least how we felt about it.
Yeah, there was a huge content gap around Jakarta, and we feel like general for Java, most of the content is about Bali, Lombok, but Java is pretty unexplored, and this is what piqued our interest to stay after quarantine in Jakarta and explore as much as we could.
Yes, many people directly leave Jakarta after quarantine, and we thought maybe that's a chance to give Jakarta like the platform it needs to be discovered as well. When you think about Indonesia, most people just think about Bali, which is a little tiny piece of Indonesia. There are so many bigger places, also very pretty places, so Jakarta is definitely one of them.
If we start with the geographics of Jakarta, Jakarta is humongous. It's actually one of the biggest cities in the world, right? We have the North Jakarta, which is more like street food oriented. Then we have Central Jakarta, where mostly all the malls and the MRT system is there. And then we have South Jakarta, which is a little bit more posh. It's more like the expensive area.
Gojek and Grab are definitely great options that you can use all around Indonesia and in Jakarta as well.
It's very safe and very affordable.
It also gets you everywhere, even at night. It's always safe to use.
Every single hour you can Grab or Gojek a driver, and he will bring you from door to door. Also, they have a variety of transportation modes. They have the car or L line, which we tried as well. They have the Transjakarta system, the Grab and Gojek, the MRT, and then they have like other trains which go great distances. Overall, in Jakarta, it's very futuristic or app-based. So you have like Traveloka to book tickets, like for the aquarium we did. Then you have like fresh food or something like this, Happy Fresh for ordering groceries. Anyways, in Gojek and Grab you can also book your or buy your groceries, so someone will deliver groceries to your house. You can go car, go scooter, or go ride, and then go health, and there are so many options. We can show you a screenshot of it, and
And the
It's-
delivery fees are very small. Also,
small.
the transportation system is super cheap. It's uncomparable to anything that we've ever seen on the entire world. The people we met in Jakarta were overall very, very nice to us. We received many greetings in Jakarta when we walked around the streets. People were greeting us and they were taking pictures with us as well, which we found quite confusing in the beginning. It was all very kind, very fun, and the people are super nice, yeah.
Super nice people. One thing which is a don't in Jakarta, or I think all over Indonesia, is don't use your left hand to eat, to give people money. Don't shake their hands with the left hand, because somehow it means that it is unpolite and disrespectful. Because tourism isn't great in Jakarta, you tend to think that there's not much to do. You don't find anything on YouTube, you don't find anything on Pinterest, on Instagram, but we can tell you you're wrong. There's so much to do in Jakarta. Especially the malls are crazy. There are malls like the one video we did with the aquarium. We're gonna link it up here for you. There was a whole aquarium in the Jakarta mall, and also there are ice skating in the mall. And we didn't explore all of the malls, but every single mall has something crazy in it. And then you also can go to the cinema. All the movies are in English, and then they have Bahasa Indonesian subtitles. So for travelers, great. We go quite often to the cinema in Jakarta.
There are many museums in Jakarta as well. We visited the Little Indonesia kind of museum. It's like a little town with Indonesian buildings and everything, so we have another video on that one. We also visited the History Jakarta Museum and
Kota Tua. And
Kota
if you
Tua.
don't know what to do in Jakarta, we have a whole playlist on Indonesia where you can get some inspiration and do it yourself. There's so much to do. Just
There
check
are
out the
plenty.
playlist. We have plenty of videos about Jakarta. I think the best thing about Jakarta is the food. We've seen it in so many articles, blogs, shows, that Jakarta is all over food, and you guys tell us always the same. Try this, try that, try that. Soto ayam, bakso, nasi goreng, nasi campur. Jakarta is all over and all about food, and this is what's most fun in Jakarta, trying all different dishes. And
you basically leave your hotel and what you find is the next street food stand. Also quite a lot of warungs.
because we are European, we are used to going to an actual restaurant and then order there. And we've been very picky at first when we landed in Jakarta, because we didn't know this whole street foods area and that the vendors have like little carts and they move around, and we thought this is not safe to eat. But we learned quick that actually these vendors are so underrated and they have so delicious food, and that actually you don't have to go like a physical restaurant or something. You just buy your food at the side road and it tastes amazing.
The dishes in Jakarta are mainly meat-based.
You get chicken or beef or fish in every single meal, and there's not a whole variety for vegetarian people or vegan people.
Or maybe we just didn't explore it yet. Maybe that's because of the language barrier, but that's how we figured out in the food, street food areas and everything. It was quite hard to find vegetarian options sometimes.
What is your opinion? Write it down in the comment. Is it more meat-based, the Indonesian food, or is Jakarta, the food scene, also suitable for vegetarians? We want to take a quick break to thank our sponsor, Skillshare.
Skillshare is an online learning community with over thousands of classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity.
We are big fans of time lapses, as you see in the video, and if you are interested in how to do time lapse like we do, watch the course of Ian Norman, who does the art of time lapse and hyperlapse photography, where he explains how to plan the time lapse, shoot a time lapse, and in the final edit the time lapse. Check this course.
Skillshare is specially created for learning, meaning there are no ads and they are always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you.
Skillshare gave us a great opportunity for you guys, because it's completely free for the first month. The first 1,000 of our subscribers clicking the link down in the description will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today.
Coming to the downside of Jakarta, it's definitely the smog over the city. We sometimes figured out that the city can be quite dirty in some parts of it. Some parts are very futuristic, very clean, very nice. And then you go to another street and it's kind of dirty. And also you guys told us not to eat in different vendor stores because it's kind of dirty what you get in your food.
Yeah, the hygiene is not good.
The hygiene is not the best sometimes, and also the smog on the streets are I feel like that is not good for your health as well. And
so in conclusion, what is our final thought about Jakarta? We think that Jakarta is a great city and it's really underrated, and even if it's a mega city, that there's not enough content about Jakarta and there's so much to explore. Even our videos do not justify Jakarta and how it is there. We have made a whole playlist of the videos, so go and watch them again. We can say that the good overweights the bad in Jakarta for sure. The food scenery is amazing, many activities to do.
I love the food in Jakarta, and also the malls were very great. Jakarta has some futuristic kind of things, and that's quite nice. Also, I love to see the local people. They were so kind to us. We want to point that out again. People were very happy that we visited Jakarta, and also I love that you guys always support Indonesia so much. And when we make videos, you always comment on them, and that just shows us how much the Indonesian content is requested.
So here on Bali, we just use the time while the quarantine to stay at home and do some workation. So just edit all the videos for you guys and put them out on YouTube, catch up with all the content, and then after the lockdown we want to go back to Java and explore more cities. On our list is Surabaya, Bandung, Yogyakarta, and then we don't know which cities actually you want to see. So please write down in the comments some recommendations. What is the best of the best in Java, what you want us to explore, and we will go there. I actually want to go to the volcano of the blue flames. That's very interesting. And maybe Bogor. Many people wrote Bogor.
There's still so much to explore. We are very happy that you guys follow us around and that you're so kind and always comment on our videos.
Yeah, the community is strong. We see so much support from you Indonesian guys, and we are very happy about it. We love to chat in the comments. You see, we reply every single comment, and I hope you liked the review video. I hope you like our opinion about Jakarta. What do you think about Jakarta if you live in the city? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? And we will see you in the next video.
Bye bye guys.
The camera rolls. Take one.
Okay guys, so now that we arrived in this beautiful what we really first of all when we very Jakarta food is mainly food based. Jakarta food is mainly meal. Jakarta.
So I'm in this fruit store here, and I have a question, guys. How do I know which dragon fruit, buah naga, is good? I know they have to have like less of this stuff, because it's more. see they try to be nice to their European customers, but I am sorry, it's not German bread.
Oh, this is pretty hard.